Couple early videos, didn't there, where you got run out of town?
Yes, I got kicked out of Park Meadows Mall for filming a video in front of it.
Oh yeah, there's a video on YouTube.
They do not like that.
Yeah.
Don't do
Get
that.
out.
It's a short one.
All right, welcome back to the Real Estate Huddle. We are on episode 77 today, where we're going to be talking about Lone Tree, Colorado. Why would anybody want to live in Lone Tree, Colorado? And so if you're looking at Lone Tree from an outsider's perspective, it's tiny. It's only 13,000, 14,000 people. So pretty small population size.
Very exclusive.
But it happens to be in like the perfect location, centrally located, just south of Denver, right by the Denver Tech Center. So I think location is like the number one thing that Lone Tree really gives you. If you live there, you're so close to work.
Dare I say
downtown.
nestled?
Nestled.
Oh,
Yeah.
Perfectly nestled.
Nestled in there.
Yeah, it's a great
Well,
word.
but if there's only 14,000 people who live there, the value of Lone Tree is something other than living there for the rest of us, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So I suspect we'll probably talk more about
For
that.
those who don't know the Denver area, so 470 I-25 on the south side of the metro area. It's kind of in the southwest corner, kind of in that general vicinity is southwest.
Southeast.
Lone Tree?
Lone Tree, it's on the west. I-25?
No. Southeast.
Of I-25?
Denver, Lone Tree.
Sorry, but our viewers, there might be a fight that breaks out
Yeah,
here.
let's do it.
Let's pull up the boxing gloves.
Anyway, it is
So-
very strategically located. I think.
I think there's actually a little bit on both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because all that open space that hasn't
Oh,
been
you
built
mean
on
southwest of the intersection?
Yes.
Sorry, but it's very much
of I-25. Yeah.
southeast side of
Yeah,
Denver.
it goes on both sides of the freeway, but
Yep. So anyways, now that we've got that covered.
Yeah. Solved nothing.
so you're saying we're both right.
I'm just waiting for this to end.
Cat's game.
So real estate in Lone Tree, Colorado, the average price is $933,000. So up from about $780,000 in the Denver metro area overall. So it's a little more expensive. You've got amazing neighborhoods like Heritage Greens, Heritage Hills that are like $1.67 million on average. And then you've got other great locations like we talked about Wildcat Ridge.
Wildcat Ridge.
That's probably more in that 800 range, on the lower side, but you're right by Rock Canyon High School, a really good school, bordering Highlands Ranch.
Yeah.
You can buy into the Highlands Ranch amenities. So there's some cool neighborhoods around
You also
there.
have like some of the, so like right off Yosemite, like, and coming right off of C470 is like the older neighborhood of Lone Tree, excuse me, and like just older style homes like you would find in Littleton and Centennial and things like that. They're pretty average priced homes, but you're still in Lone Tree, so you got a demographic of quite a very diverse socioeconomically in Lone Tree. But like most of the people know Lone Tree, it's like, oh, Heritage Hills, Wildcat Ridge, like these kind of wealthier spots. But there's definitely a home for everybody in Lone Tree.
There.
If you want to be central to everything,
Yeah.
quite honestly.
So
for sure.
we talked about it. I don't think we solved the riddle, but when Lone Tree was created, which was not very long ago, I want to say less than 40 years.
1995.
95? Okay, so 30 years.
Yeah.
It was created with a huge amount of retail. So most of us who don't live in Lone Tree associated with the retail, specifically
Like
the mall.
Park Meadows
How-
Mall.
Park
It took
Meadows
us
Mall.
10 minutes to talk about Park Meadows Mall.
It didn't take us 10, but it took us 5.
Well, it's
Okay.
not a mall. It's a shopping resort.
It's a shopping resort.
That's what they
Thank
call it.
you.
You can't call it a mall.
Yes.
That is a shopping resort.
Park Meadows Shopping Resort.
Home of the
That's
greatest
how they-
steakhouse.
That's how they title themselves. Yep.
One of the best
Greatest
in the country.
steakhouse?
Yeah, Perry's Steakhouse. Oh boy.
I mean, if we're talking Lone Tree, we could
Wow.
talk
You
food
gotta
all
get
day.
out one.
Like we could
Well,
have a full
for proximity wise here.
from Del Frisco's
Oh, that's the place
to
with the-
Perry's,
Yeah.
White Chocolate Grill.
Oh, yeah.
Dining is
All
eat. We
the,
did
speaking my
a
language.
couple early videos, didn't there, where you got run out of town?
Yes, I got kicked out of Park Meadows Mall for filming a video in front of it.
Oh yeah, there's a video on
They do
YouTube.
not
Don't
like
call
that.
me a
Yeah.
mall.
Don't do
Get
that.
out.
It's a short one.
I think we spent a lot of time in the holidays. The Lone Tree Arts Center,
Mm-hmm.
a little south of there, they do a pretty good job, certainly with Christmas stories. And then there's There's great dining like right around there. There's a huge, one of the original huge Targets. What do they call it? Super Target.
Super Target. Yeah.
There's some good eats around there.
Yeah, Costa
Yep.
Vida. You
Via
got some quick
Bocce.
eats.
Doba
Yeah.
time. You got
Yep.
some cute
Oh,
Doba.
love
Five
Doba
Guys
time.
is in there.
Yes.
You got great sushi, Blue Oyster Cult. Blue Oyster Cult.
Blue Oyster Dance Club.
There's one of those sushi places that like has like a conveyor belt that moves
Yeah.
the food around you.
I can't remember what
Yeah.
it's called. Heidi's Deli is in there too.
Yes,
Very
there's
underrated.
Good Brooklyn
Parker
deli.
just got one, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Got to plug Parker.
I love
Did
Brooklyn
they?
Deli.
Heck, it's so
stuff.
good. But yeah, they've
what's
got
the
every
golf-
restaurant you could possibly imagine
Yeah.
in Lone Tree.
So good.
Just because it was so commercial heavy.
Fogo de
think-
Chao, the Brazilian
Chao.
place.
Yep.
Is that it? Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
It's right there.
And for those that don't like heights, you can skydive indoors.
Yeah,
So
iFly.
iFly is there.
Yep.
So
And Bolero right next to it.
Oh, buddy.
Actually, that like I said, so going back to food, they have a Bojo's in Lone Tree.
Oh, yeah.
They have Bojo's right next to iFly.
oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's big.
I mean,
So
Bojo's
Bojo's is like a
Pizza.
famous pizza place that you get when you're coming down
It's
from
a
the
mountain pie.
in Idaho
Yeah.
Springs. And that was like the original, right?
That's where I learned to
Then they
dip my crust in honey.
Oh.
Bojo's.
Welcome,
Best.
Chad.
Was that your
You-
first time when we went
Yeah.
there?
Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, that's,
You have
that's-
arrived.
it was incredible.
Their pizza's so good too.
That's so
But
good.
you got to go to
it was
the
long
Idaho
overdue.
Springs one first.
Yeah. But yeah, the restaurants are amazing. The mall is first class. Like it's very. I mean,
And the surrounding stores buy it. I mean,
yeah. When it
you've
was
got a
built,
ton
it
of
was
stuff.
like top of the line in the country. Right now, it's been 20 years.
It's
so
a pretty damn
it's still
good
amazing.
resort.
well,
What
you
do
have
call it?
people
Chatham
like during
Mall.
Christmas time, you have people coming down from like Cheyenne, Wyoming,
Yeah.
like up
To go to
from
Park
New
Meadows.
Mexico to go to Park Meadows. Like
They,
it is a
they
big
do it
deal.
up during the holidays. It's incredible. And
It's a fun place to be.
Yeah.
You can spend a lot of money there.
Cabela's, you've got IKEA like 2 minutes away. You've
Yep.
got, it's like
I
the hot
think
spot for all that.
The first In-N-Out burger in the state of Colorado, was that not in Lone Tree,
Was it that
Colorado?
one or was it the one in Aurora? It might have been Lone Tree.
We're talking about Lone Tree, so I'm going to go with Lone Tree.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember now.
Anyway,
Which
they
one
may
was
have
first?
opened within a couple of weeks of each other, but
Yeah,
that was a big deal.
Groundbreaking. Yeah. For all those people obsessed
Hurry-
with In-N-Out
hurry
Burger.
up and wait.
Like me, I love In-N-Out.
You know, one thing that Highlands Ranch doesn't have is In-N-Out Burger. Isn't that crazy?
I just
Parker
saw a
has
new
one.
one.
I know, I've been there.
That's the one I just saw. When they opened, when the one in Lone Tree opened, my daughter and her best friend went and waited in line and watched the movie while they waited.
I believe it.
That's how long they waited.
Yeah, those lines
That's
are
crazy.
wrapped,
2
man.
hours.
Wrap around.
Well, really,
I look at
us people in Highlands Ranch, we just think of Lone Tree as an extension of Highlands Ranch.
Yeah.
So it's part of Highlands
I don't
Ranch.
know if Highlands Ranch has a mayor even. Do they? So it's like an extension.
Moving on. Okay, so we've got
the golf course, the golf in town. What about
Lone Tree Golf Club.
That's
Yep.
that's a pretty fine
Yep.
That's a
course.
South Suburban owned.
Little country
They do
club.
a really good job for Easter brunch. If you ever want to go for Easter brunch at the golf.
Is the other golf course? So
Lots
there's
of-
Lone Tree and then there's Heritage Hills Golf Course. I don't know. Is Heritage Hills a private golf course?
I've never
For that
played the
neighborhood?
Heritage
I don't know
Hills. I don't think.
I don't know either.
But Lone Tree
I'm surprised you
is
don't know.
private. I think it's like semi-private.
It's
I wanna
semi-private.
say.
You can buy
Yeah.
an annual membership, but it's open to the public.
And tons of tennis too. They've got lots of tennis courts there
They've got
as
some
well.
great pickleball there.
So it feels more like a country club, I would say. Nice long track.
It's actually a
though.
hotel. You can stay in that hotel.
Yep,
Yep.
that's right. Yeah, you got a lot of golf there with Inverness, Meridian, and then Lone Tree Golf Club, all like right around.
Very.
And then you
very
go 5 miles south
in
and you got all the
proximity.
Castle Pines stuff.
Yep.
So lots of golf. But yeah, it's just, again, it's proximity to everything.
Well, you were talking about the parks. It's right up on the south end where the foothills pop up. There's biking and hiking in there, and I think that connects
Yeah, I think you
all
can,
the way west into.
I think you can take the east-west trail in Douglas County and go all the way over to the Bluffs Regional Park
Does
down there.
Daniels Park hit Lone Tree?
It's like adjacent.
That's
to it.
Sedalia, right? Like
No,
barely?
I think
No,
that's
that's like
this
Castle Pines.
Castle Pines. It's like this little
It's like
buffer.
right up behind Cabela's, basically.
I thought part of it was Sedalia too.
Might be.
We should have a map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
What a wonderful idea.
There is one.
Jesse, do
it's a
that
green
one.
screen. Jesse, do you have?
so back to real estate, because that is what we do. We
Oh.
help people buy and sell homes.
We're apparently hungry.
Daniels Park is land.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, MacArthur Ranch is like unbelievable. I have so many people that have told me like that's my dream home, like 5 acres, right in the middle of town. And they have some incredible homes. Yeah, and a lot of them are built in like the 80s time frame, you know, so they're older homes, but they're on 5 acres in Lone Tree
location.
And so those tend to go for, you know, I've seen them go anywhere from $1 million to $5 million, you know, in MacArthur Ranch.
I always forget about MacArthur Ranch. It's just kind of tucked away.
It is. You don't drive by it ever. That's the beauty of it.
Oh, you have to drive into it. Like,
yes,
but it's not far.
You got to be intentional about getting there.
Yeah. That's just a really cool kind of dream community if you're, you know, looking for homes online, like fun one to check out. But it offers some really great neighborhoods and just the proximity to everything. I mean, you're pretty much at like Quebec is kind of your like the start street, right, where it on the west side, and then it goes all the way across I-25 over to the other side, like Chad was saying before.
Touching Meridian, basically, right?
Touching Meridian, yeah, like right where Parker starts. And so a lot of those people that thought that they were going to back to open space in Parker, in like Stepping Stone and some of those areas are now staring at construction projects, right? And we have some new construction developments in Lone Tree. Lyric, that community is huge.
Is that considered Lone Tree still?
It is. That is Lone Tree.
I thought it was all.
I could have swore it was Parker.
It is Lone Tree. Yeah.
Really?
City of Lone Tree. Yep. And so you've got Lyric with several different builders.
Like crazy.
Go for it. I'll have another fight on this side of the table.
Look, first thing pops up.
All we do is argue.
Lyric Homes, Lone Tree. All right.
Our viewers are going to start complaining that we're fighting too much.
It's good to keep people accountable.
But yeah, no, I just think Lone Tree's got that like kind of a fresh feel to it. I just think good things whenever I think Lone Tree. I think it's a great area.
I think it's a really safe area. So my question is, maybe you don't know this, maybe somebody, you usually know numbers pretty well. So do you know the demographic of like, or like what we're looking at, younger families, older couples, like what does that look like for Lone Tree?
Average age is 41, which
in Lone Tree?
surprised me. Yeah, shocked.
So yeah, we're gonna have.
Well,
I thought they're going to be
good
older.
spread.
not too long ago, they opened up an RTD station down south, and they started building. And those are apartments and condos and townhomes.
Yeah,
right on that I-25
station right there.
So that's going to bring the age down because I associate Lone Tree kind of around the golf course. There's a lot of townhome communities,
right.
covenants. And
that's usually what I associate it with, but I think you're right.
Yeah, they've got a definite younger generation and demographic
well, that shows
that's
how
coming in.
successful they've been if they brought the average age that far down.
Yep.
I mean, I just turned 40 last week, so I got 1 year until I got to move to Lone Tree. That's what you're telling me.
That's old, man.
Yeah, I know.
Need a realtor?
You have been looking more tired lately.
Yeah, seriously. I feel more tired lately. But I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Who knows?
Parker's a great spot, too.
Maybe I won't need 4 rec centers and
yeah, who needs
parks.
4 rec centers? Man, Highlands Ranch does have it good with that stuff.
Yeah. They really do.
That's about
you should
it.
elaborate
Did he just
on that.
That's
compliment
about it,
Highlands Ranch?
Yeah, he did.
Hold on. Jesse,
Hey, I'll
can we make
compliment
sure we know
the
that? We
HOA.
gotta,
You can't not compliment the HOA. It's like the best one in the country. But it's still subdivision.
At least he's giving a little
He's
credit where
pandering for
credit's
something
due.
we don't yet know
Yeah, I
what.
know.
Yeah.
He wants in and out after this.
He's got an ankle.
I'm hungry. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, anything else, guys, before we wrap it up on Lone Tree?
Man, like we could honestly, like I said before, the food, the entertainment, like everything that they have to offer there, we haven't really scratched the surface, quite honestly. I mean, there's so much great living as far as like the residential homes go, and like, but as far as the commercial side, but I mean, it's such a good balance between all of it. So
Isn't Sierra a restaurant in
Sierra's right by Cabela's?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Lone Tree.
Awesome.
Sierra's amazing.
Yeah, Sierra's really
incredible
good.
views,
The views are
atmosphere,
great.
like so good.
And like, I just feel like wherever there's a big store, right? Whether it's Cabela's, Target, the shopping center, resort, even across the
Costco.
across county line. I guess cross county line's technically Centennial now, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So we won't touch that, but that whole corridor is just
Yeah.
good stuff.
It's hilarious when you look online and see what is there to do in Lone Tree.
It's like
And it's Nordstrom, Tesla store, Lego store,
Marshalls,
So in another episode,
Just
we'll
mention
BC
stores.
Serpent
and
Sport. Yeah.
And those who like,
visit the design of the city of Lone Tree was very thoughtful.
Yeah,
and the tax revenues.
The planning was great.
I think that's the win. I think the property tax is lower. We should check this maybe before we publish. The property tax rate is lower in Lone Tree because it's offset by so much
I believe
sales
that.
tax revenue in
Yeah,
the shopping district.
I mean, I have 3 kids
Yeah.
that were born in Lone Tree, Colorado.
Skyridge?
At Skyridge Hospital.
Yeah.
So Skyridge has created a ton of jobs.
Chuck
That's a
was just born
huge
at Skyridge.
medical
That was our
center.
first time at Skyridge
Yeah.
with Charlie, but
Well,
it was great. Great experience.
maybe they will bond someday.
Yeah.
And for those in the real estate market who like to do home improvement projects, there's now a new Floor and Decor in Lone Tree.
What do you know?
So beautiful.
time.
Yeah, that's they've made it. That's how you know.
I mean, it's funny though, right? Because no, there would never be that kind of commercial development for a city with 14,000 people in it.
No.
like there's no
That's
way.
why it's such an anomaly.
But it's like right in the hub of everything, connecting everything. So it's
And I've really the
Tiny
people that
little
I
city.
do, I know limited. I don't know a ton of people from Lone Tree, but the people that I do know from Lone Tree have never once complained about the amenities or the commercial that they have there.
yeah, no, it's a good
So
spot for
everything's
sure.
so accessible, and the neighborhoods are so well thought out because they're kind of like secluded up on top of Lone Tree on the whether you want to call it the hill or not. It's definitely on the
bluff,
higher
yeah.
elevation of Lone Tree. It's just residential and then the commercial. Just kind of go down the hill.
Yep.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah,
So back me off of my statement about lower tax rate. Does not look like that's true.
No, they're about on par.
Redacted.
So, yeah.
Redacted.
Yeah. It's been redacted from the record.
okay. Because we are real estate agents, we are going to look at this. There are 39 active homes in Lone Tree right now, anywhere from all the way down
$4
to
million to-
$347,000.
That's for the condos. Yeah.
That's for the condos right around Park Meadows. You can get in for
Is that a one-bedroom,
$347,000. One bed, one bath, 750 square feet. Some
What's the
people in New
HOA
York
on
pay
that?
like $5 million for that.
That's
Yeah.
no, that's worth the price is with what you've got. With transportation right there, with all the stuff you have, that's a good price.
Absolutely,
Lone Tree.
all the way up to $4 million, and that $4 million home is 7,500 square feet, and it is on La Grande Vista Court.
Is that in
in
Heritage
MacArthur
Hills?
Ranch?
MacArthur Ranch.
MacArthur
How
Ranch
many acres on that one?
on 5.65 acres.
$4 million.
Sweet house.
You
Yeah,
put that house in Elizabeth, and you're paying
$4 million.
1 to 2 maybe.
yeah.
But Lone
You
Tree.
gotta be
But
Elizabeth.
you've got proximity to the.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You pay
So-
the price a little bit, but it's
So
worth it.
here's the other thing: proximity, right? So you're 30 minutes away from the airport, approximately from in Lone Tree. You got all the commercial stuff right there, so you can do all your shopping or whatever. You get the shopping resort or the Park Meadows Mall, Costco, Sam's Club. There's like a Walmart right in that area. There's Target, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
And you can hop to the Front Range in 20, 30 minutes. You can be at the airport in 20, 30 minutes. So, yeah, you've kind of got a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And your freeway access is readily available pretty consistently there.
It's a pretty good place.
Yep.
Tough
And
one to beat.
the more we talk about this, the more 41 is looking good for me for that move.
Yeah.
It might be ready.
I could see him. I could see in Heritage Hills.
Yeah, who knows? Let's see. Cool spot. So, if you have questions about Lone Tree, we're happy to just answer like, what is the best burger spot in Lone Tree? What is the best pizza place, sushi place? We'll help you. We'll navigate that for you. But if you have questions about real estate in Lone Tree and what's available and would like a list of properties in the area so you can check out what's over there, we're happy to email that to you. So remember to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. So if you have enjoyed what you're listening to and you'd like to hear more, make sure to press that subscribe button so that you can not miss out on any more episodes that are coming up. And also check out all of our contact information is below. You can see us at the dreamsmithteam.com to look up more information about our team and our history and all of the members of our team and see contact information that you can reach us if you have any real estate needs.
See you next time.